Hi guys, this is Mary. You're watching Cards TV. Welcome to the So Many Mini Albums blog hop. I am so super excited to be hosting this blog hop today. You are going to see so many awesome mini albums created by some wonderful paper crafters. So don't miss anybody in the hop. You're starting at the beginning right now with me. The next blog you'll go to will be Drew, and I've got links posted under this video. This is my little mini album. It's made out of an Altoid tin, and I've decorated the front. We open it up, and it's got a little pull tab, and I've got a sentiment inside the lid, and then the pages pull out. And we have the front and the back, and I've got some sentiments on here, and then I'm going to put photographs from this Christmas on the red pages. And then it just all folds right back up inside. I had the best time making this. This was so much fun. And I'm going to show you how to make it in just a minute. I wanted to tell you too, I'm giving away this Cricut Christmas Cards cartridge. All you have to do is leave a comment. And if random.org picks your name, I'll be announcing the winner on Monday, November 15th. That's all you have to do is leave a comment. Make sure you leave a way for me to get in touch with you. I'd love it if you'd become a follower, but you don't have to enter to win this cartridge. So I'm going to show you how to make this little mini album. I'll be right back with everything and we'll get started. What you'll need to make your mini album out of your Altoid tin is, of course, an Altoid tin. Just take out the mints and put them in a Ziploc bag. For the top of your album tin, you're going to need to cut a rectangle 2 1/8 by 3 1/2, and you're going to take your corner rounder and round the corners. And then I've taken some chestnut roan chalk ink and gone all around the outside to give it kind of a vintage look. That's for your top. For your inside lid, you also need a piece cut at 2 1/8 by 3 1/2. And for the inside of your tin, you'll also need to cut one at 2 1/8 by 3 1/2. Now, for these pages on the inside, because there's 12, you're going to need to cut 12 rectangles. And I've used 2 different colors, so I've got 2 of each. But they need to be 1 15/16 by 3 1/2. And that way, when you fold it up, your pages don't fold over on each other. You have a little gap in between. For the bottom of your tin, because there's writing on there, you're going to need to cut one that's just a little bit bigger. It's 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. You'll need a piece of ribbon cut at 3 inches, and that's for your little pull tab right there. And then you'll need 2 pieces of ribbon at 4 inches, and that is to attach your pages to the inside of your tin. And that's 2 pieces at 4 inches. Now, to make the pages for the inside, you're going to need a sheet of cardstock, and this can be in any color you'd like, and it needs to be 3 1/2 by 12 inches. 3 1/2 by 12 inches. And to go around the outside of your tin to cover the words on there, you're going to need a strip that's cut at 3/8 by 11 1/4. And like I said before, I did take this chalk ink and I've inked all of my papers. Now I'm going to use the Martha Stewart scoreboard to score our sheet of cardstock, which we've cut at 3 1/2 by 12. And this is going to fold up into 6 pages. So we're going to score it at 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Now we're going to fold this up accordion style, or Mountain Valley, just back and forth. And I am going to take the bone folder and Make sure I've got some nice sharp creases. Okay guys, because I want to cut all my corners at the same time, I'm going to use this corner chomper. If you don't have a corner chomper and you just have a regular corner rounder, go ahead and do these first two corners with your regular corner rounder. Then when you lay it down, take a pencil and trace around that. And then you can cut it with your scissors if your corner rounder won't cut through more thicknesses. If it will, then you can do your first one and then do each one after that. There you can see we've got all our corners cut. Now, because we're going to be covering these, and I don't like white edges, and I don't know about you, but I have to cover them. We're going to be covering these like this, and we're going to be centering them. I don't want that to show, so I'm going to go ahead right now and I'm going to ink around all these edges and creases on both sides of my pages. Okay, this is the front. I've attached all my papers to the front. You can see where I've inked around them. This is the back. I've completely covered it. I also added my little pull tab. I just folded the 3-inch piece of ribbon in a loop and put it with a glue dot underneath this piece of paper, and then adhered the paper on top of it, and it's pretty secure. And now we're going to take this end and we're going to attach it with ribbons inside our tin. And I've got some score tape inside the tin. I'm going to go ahead and expose that. And I've got my two 4-inch pieces of ribbon, and if you'll look, you can see the hinges right here, and I'm going to line it up with the hinges and try to keep it straight and press it down on that score tape. And I'm going to do both of those that way. I hope I'm getting it straight. It looks straight. If not, I can pull it up. Okay, now on the ends of these ribbons, I've put a glue dot on each one, and that's going to attach to this panel on our little album. And I want to try to leave a gap about 1/4 of an inch and make sure that it's even and straight. So I'm going to press that down and try to leave about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, now we've got these attached, so we're going to adhere the inside of our box, which will be this one, and then we'll adhere our last panel, and we'll have it all attached. I'm going to go ahead and get some adhesive on this piece for our inside of our lid, and also some adhesive for the bottom. And when I get that done, I'll show you how to attach the strip around the outside edge, and we'll do the top and we'll be done, at least for this part of it. Okay, I've got our piece adhered to the lid and our bottom is covered. Now, to do this outside edge, we're going to take our strip, which is 3/8 of an inch by 11 1/4, and we're just going to run some score tape down. Let's tuck that little tab in for right now, and we're going to tear off our backing and expose our tape. And we're going to start in the back, and you can see it's got words on it, and we're going to get right about in the middle of those hinges, and we're just going to keep wrapping it around. Try to keep it even. Decorate the front to embellish it. I used the Doodle Charms cartridge, one of my favorites, and probably one of the first cartridges I got, other than what came with my Cricut. But I cut the heart and the tree from Doodle Charms. I used Flip for the heart because I wanted it to be going in the opposite direction. This one right here, I wanted it to be going the other direction. I cut it at 1 inch on shadow out of ivory cardstock, and then I cut it out of the red and white polka dot, and I cut the ivory cardstock one 5 times, so when it was all layered together. It's like chipboard because I wanted dimension, but I didn't want you to be able to see under it like you would if it was on Pop Dots. And I did the same thing with the tree. I cut it out several times and then just adhered them all together, and it's just like chipboard. It's faux chipboard. And of course I did ink around all of them. The tree, let's see, and did I tell you I cut the heart at 1 inch? The tree I cut at 2 inches, and I cut this out of some craft cardstock, and then this out of the green and white polka dot. I layered it the same way and inked around it. And I added a couple of buttons. You know I love my buttons. This Christmas Memories I did on the computer, and the font is Menu Nouvelle, my favorite font. And I just did it on some ivory cardstock, inked around it, and then put it on a red mat. But there it is, guys. I'm loving this little thing. I can think of all kinds of little mini albums you can do with this. I'm so glad you came by today to visit on the So Many Mini Albums blog hop. I hope you're having a great time. We've all had a wonderful time creating these little albums to show you. So thanks for coming by, guys. I'll see you again soon. Bye now.